Hello, and welcome to the Swole Initiative Network. You are watching the Fables of Gahlia, the correct way to start off your weekend. And thank you for being here on like a Valentine's weekend kind of deal as well. And yeah, we love you. So that's our Valentine's gift for you. Before we jump into tonight's story, we got some pretty awesome brands to give a shout out to. So why don't you take it away, Stax?
Awesome. Swole only roll with Norse Foundry's amazing gemstone and metal dice. Also, all of our featured music comes from the free library available on Apple Music and Spotify by the one and only Norse Foundry. Use the code SWOLE, SWOLE, to save 10% at norsefoundry.com.
Fantastic. Is it Betty?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my name.
Not
I'm
like your
married to
name.
you.
I know your name.
Right.
Like, are you next?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That way too. The indomitable Dogmite supplies all of our luxury tabletop accessories in solid and natural stained woods like you've never seen them before. So you should go to dogmite.com to see these true champions of creativity. And you can also take a gander over at Jay's box at that beautiful DM screen that Dogmite made for him. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, it totally is. He also has a really cool rolling tray that has feet.
It's got feet. For those of you on the internet that love feet.
Well, that's not where I was going with that, but okay.
It probably has an OnlyFans too.
Getting weird early tonight. That's good.
Is there really an off to the weird though?
No.
Brent, why don't you?
Okay, all right,
This
you
way for me.
guys. It is time to give a special thank you and shout out to our next sponsor of the evening. Say it with me, Griffin Co. All of our 3D printed and custom terrain stuff that you see on our shows is from Griffin Co. If you would like to get in on this awesome action, just go to griffinco.com and use the promo code SWOLE22 at checkout, and you can receive 22% off of your order. All of it, the entire order, not just one thing. Okay.
Awesome. And that leaves us with Ashley.
That's me! I'm gonna tell you about Hero Forge. They're great. All our fully custom player minis come from the awesome Hero Forge. Designed yours today at heroforge.com. They have so many feet options for you special kind of perverts out there. Keep at it.
You could take the shoes off and have them barefoot.
And don't
They
get us
got
started
lizard-
on the knees.
Like
They got
Kaya.
rabbit feet. They got
They have
Yep.
skeleton feet.
so.
Good.
Oh,
Yep.
that's like
I
Lily's
hope they
feet.
don't want these.
I'm
I
struggling to
do
get
not have
off
skeleton
the fucking
feet.
Oh, well, yeah, because you're wearing shoes.
I
Right,
have
she's got like
normal
toenail things.
human girl feet. Sometimes the toes aren't in the right direction. That's it.
So, other things before we jump in. First off, we do have a giveaway goal. It is up on the screen. It is 40. Once we hit 40, we will do a care package from Griffin Co. giveaway, which I know a few people got some of theirs this week. So they can tell you how awesome the stuff is from there. But yes, so as soon as we hit that goal, we will unleash the giveaway, and we will let you know when it's available, and then you can try and win it. And then if you do, you have to be in the US and you have to be in the stream in order to claim it. We ain't chasing you. So yeah, bear that in mind. Prime subs go towards it. Gifted subs, if you're feeling kind and generous this Valentine's season, and regular subs obviously as well, all go towards it. If you have a Prime account. You can subscribe using your Prime account. You get one per month. You just have to refresh it every month. It doesn't automatically do it. If you choose to give it to us, then thank you.
Thanks.
And if you are unable to do any of the above, then just watch us. That's the main thing. Thank you for being here. If you aren't already following us, go and click on that heart button and give us a follow. And you'll get a character rolled on I nearly said on the sheet. On screen. On screen. Words, guys. You get a character rolled on the screen, and it'll be awesome. Other things, if you are a subscriber, you do get to roll along with the players using !roll in the chat to roll a d20. And we also have channel points. Channel points. If you click on the flexing arm down the bottom left of the chat, you can spend 1,000 points on each player once per stream. Once 10 people choose the same player, they will get a flex point. And so that is a point that enables them to flex their abilities and basically gives them a little bit of a side door access to the rule of cool to bend some abilities, which led to some really awesome moments on stream. So that is available as well. So team up in the chat between everyone, or just scattershot, I guess. Everyone. But if you team up in the chat, you can generally get who you think needs the point, get it to them. Give them the point.
It looks like Lily's the chosen one, so.
Oh.
Let's get Lily up there.
Maybe not with the Raven Queen, but it's a little too angelic. Yeah, so we have all of those things. We also have a YouTube where all of our VODs go to live on for forever. So you can subscribe over there for free. And then you can catch up that way if you miss things or if you have to ditch early or anything like that. So awesome. I don't think I have anything else. Nope, I don't think so. So I think the only thing that's left to do is to roll the trailer and get into the next chapter of the Fables of Gahlia. And welcome back. So,
It's perfect timing.
Thank you. Next time. Next time? No, for fuck. I messed it up already.
It's not an anime. Next time on.
Roll the trailer. Let's go back.
Okay.
No.
Restart.
Last
Well,
time
I'll edit that in post.
on the Fables of Gahlia, you guys had descended upon the full tankard in the nicest establishment in all of Hobolda. Some of you picked up packages from family. Others sat and drank with Jarek, who was joining you. Formulating plans on how you were going to get an audience with the page master of the Council of Four Pillars, and eventually coming up with a pretty decent plan. You enacted it and was able to kind of, you feel pretty good about getting the message through where's his name? Through David Sigvard. I think you said it a few times. Getting the message through him to his father, who sits on the council, who's actually the page master. So you guys were able to do that. Going back, some of you experienced some yearnings. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. And getting back to the table, you guys decided to not stay at an inn, but to go to like basically the equivalent of like a hotel in this area, the Tall Order. And so you guys picked up and left the tavern, and that is where we are picking up this week. So as you guys leave the full tankard, what would you like to do?
What time is it in the day?
It is, so you got there around midday to the market, so it's probably like late afternoon, early evening at this point.
Okay, because I am
Like you guys had a few drinks at the
Yes, I had
the
some
tavern.
drinks.
So
I am looking for the cemetery.
yes, I had written that down.
Perfect.
And I wrote down your perception check for it.
Okay,
So
awesome, because I don't remember that. I just know it was high.
I'm on top of it. I can't speak, but I'm on top of that.
Hey, we all have our ups and downs. It's okay.
Do you guys know what a sweet is?
In what context?
Well,
Like a candy.
no. So when I was on a ship, I heard the sailors talking about when they were in a port with a really nice hotel, like a really nice, not your normal one. Like if there was a really nice hotel and there was this thing called a suite in it, and if you went into it, it was like more rooms inside of it. I don't know how it works, if it's magic and there's something, but there's like more rooms inside of one room. And I was wondering if, if this is that kind of a hotel, maybe we could get one of those and all of us stay in the more rooms inside of a room.
I mean, we can always ask.
But y'all never heard of that? I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you have, because I never heard of it until I was on that ship.
No.
And
Do you mean like a pocket plane?
maybe. I don't know how it works.
Don't wizard towers work that way?
I mean, they just said if you go in, there's like you go through doors, like you go through the main door of the room, right? And like inside of that room, you can go through another door to like a place where you sleep. But like the first room is like a place where everybody hangs out. They don't sleep in that first room. I guess
So
you could
like
sleep
a
in
regular house.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
an apartment.
yeah, but they called it a suite. I don't know how you spell that or what language it's from.
Wow.
It's
Well,
it's
just sounds like a fancy word for.
Well, perhaps you should ask for one. See if they have one available. It might be convenient for us all to be close at hand.
Ooh, it might also
Yeah.
be expensive, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
but it's only we only have to pay for one room that way, right?
But wouldn't it
One
be a
very
really
large.
expensive room? Because it's so large.
But you're right. But I'm thinking if we're at the fanciest hotel in the city, if we get a bunch of rooms, those rooms might be more expensive. It just depends on. I guess we should ask them if they have one in
Let's
the
find
first
out
place.
when we get there.
Yeah.
Technically, it's all multiple rooms either way, right?
That's
That's what you
true.
just said. Rooms within a room.
It's a good point.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe if we got one of these, remember when we kind of did? I don't remember. We could have like in the middle, in the first room where nobody's sleeping. Maybe we could do one of those things that you do, those ceremonial, like talk to the dead people.
Is there someone you want to talk to?
No, never mind. I don't. I mean, I was just thinking because we kind of did that one time, didn't we? In a room, and then I don't know.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, we can do it anywhere, but we kind of need to. I mean, I guess we could try and just talk to some random person who's dead.
Well,
I do that all the time.
I mean, I do too,
Yeah. It's kind of.
but I've never
our
done it
thing.
with the ritual. Could be interesting.
Well, Kai, you could always use your clout.
I don't have any clout.
You're a dignitary, the king of
Your
kobolds.
royalty.
That's true.
You know, I don't think that matters to the dwarven proprietors of a nice hotel. That I'm supposedly the king of a kobold faction that lives in the sewers in Elderwich. So I don't think that carries a lot of clout.
I mean,
It might carry, if I'm lucky, it might carry clout with kobolds elsewhere, but I don't think it matters to the dwarves that run this nice establishment.
but you do have Mr. Darcy here to vouch for it.
I mean, if he says, yeah, he's the king of the kobolds, I mean, the best we could hope for is that they think kobold is just a euphemism or another name for something really cool. But when it's just really, I mean, not that my kobold friends aren't cool, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe they think, oh,
Not
kobold
usually.
must mean something different where he's from. But
You mean like we're repping the kobolds? Okay.
what does that mean?
No. Okay.
Anyway, I don't think we should use that to try to gain favor anywhere we go, except for maybe with other kobolds.
What the hell is this conversation?
Got it. So you have clout, but in a very specific niche.
I mean, yeah, you were kind of there whenever it happened. I mean, you weren't there in the immediate vicinity when it happened, but you found out shortly after, and that's how you got, your two friends that have joined you that, go with you on your trips.
Yes, which I was very present for that choice.
Well, I was thinking because these two have served you so well, maybe what we can do when you get back. I mean, it's up to you, obviously. And obviously there's kind of a train up time. But what I was thinking is that maybe when you get back, you let these two go back and you take on two new kobolds with you. But hear me out. I know that you'd have to train those two, but the two that go back, these guys, whenever they go back to the sewers, they can like start up a little like training program, and that way you will always have a ready supply of trained assistants to go with you. And I think it makes it fair to the others who might want to get out of the sewer that don't get very many opportunities to do so.
So trade them in for another Montague and Bensworth.
Yeah, but I think maybe different names for the new ones.
No, that's far too complicated. Montague and Bensworth are basically the names of their stations at this point.
Well, if you put it that way, I can see where that would make sense. But, it's like saying, if you called all, like,
I don't know. This sounds like I might have to get an entire HR department.
Well, you know who could run that? These two, Montague and Bensworth.
They set me some people.
Inside men, company men.
Yeah.
That's exactly who you want to run an HR department.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, right?
For me, yes.
And I think it makes sense, too, for, the kobold.
Kaya.
Are they called tribes?
Kaya. The king of kobolds, always working for his people, pushing for education and jobs. And
he truly is a king of and for the kobolds.
For the kobolds.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good people. Once they got out from under the Swole crazy dude, that thank God we took care of him. I think they've turned around. They're not doing the things they used to do. Not that it was always bad, but I think we could point them, their chaos in a positive direction, maybe into a more productive outcome.
I'm not sure I know or care what the other ones are doing, to be honest.
As long as they're being trained up for you.
Right, but they're not.
They will be once you let this Montague and Bensworth go back and start training them. Yeah, Well, okay,
anyway,
I'll tell you
is there
what.
something we need
This
to
has been
know
a long
about?
walk. Are we close?
Right. Is there something else we need to know about this Sigvard character before we hopefully get to meet him?
Which one? You met David.
Right, the father.
Senior, yes.
Oh, yes. The father. YOLO.
Yep, that's what I wrote down.
Good.
Did you say YOLO?
YOLO.
Yallo.
YOLO. Okay.
IOLO.
What?
Spell what?
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 What was that spelling?
IOLO.
Oh.
YOLO.
YOLO.
Well, that makes
YOLO.
sense to me.
YOLO. YOLO.
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it now.
YOLA.
Yeah. What?
Worlds are colliding. What's happening?
Is that another kobold?
Yes.
No. Okay. Yes, YOLO. What else do we need to know about him?
What do you want to know?
What appeals to him?
Yeah, how
What
do we
is-
stay in his favor or get in his favor?
I mean, I don't know him that well. I don't know him personally.
Yeah, but you deal with a lot of people. I just would maybe assume that you kind of get a good feel for these kinds of things.
Yes, I do, but I've not met this man.
Oh.
Any inklings of his reputation?
As far as I can tell, he's very upstanding and respected.
Wouldn't he have to be if he's the page master? I mean, it seems like they would get somebody else if this guy. I mean, they kicked out. What's his name? The asshole.
Oh, one.
Yes, but they're still politicians.
Does he have any
Kind of says
vices?
everything.
Any secrets? Mistresses?
What do you mean by they're still politicians? I mean, leaders where I'm from are always respected, and they deserve that respect. Is that different here?
I'm sure it's not different here.
You say that, but I'm not sure that you actually. The way you said it, the word politicians earlier, it seemed like it was like a derisive term, maybe not a positive way of describing them.
Well, they're politicians. They search for power. And anyone who is in search of power is probably the last one that deserves it.
Well, I can
That's a good
probably agree with that. That's
I don't know about that one. Anyway, we should probably go in to the hotel and ask about this suite situation.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, we've been stood outside for 15 minutes. We should just walk in.
Yes, they've waved at us from the front desk at least 12 times. It's getting awkward. Yes, hello.
Well, most things with us get awkward, so
True.
Well, we could say we were just waiting for some. Never mind.
it doesn't matter.
No,
We could just go in,
Yes,
that
not
worked.
explain ourselves to anyone.
I'm gonna go in.
I like that route.
I just start walking through the door.
I have a hard time
Yeah,
not
I'm
explaining.
The girls are gone.
Oh well. All right. I'm following him in.
Okay, so entering into the tall order there, so coming in through the main doors, there's this beautiful ornate carpet that is kind of like a train that leads up to the front desk, and then from the front desks splits off into two sides that go down two different hallways. It's a fairly large place, and it's maybe 4 or 5 stories high. It's a pretty tall building that isn't like a castle, basically. And so it does stand out on the on the skyline, basically. But as you walk up, there is a giant like almost like solid granite desk. Whereas like generally you would expect it to be like a fine wood, obviously in a dwarven like stronghold. It's just this beautifully carved stone, perfectly polished, and behind the desk is a dwarf with sort of half his hair's pulled back. It's like a mousy, blondie kind of brown. And it's kind of pulled up in a bun that's like wrapped around itself several times, like tight to keep it tidy. And his beard is pulled in tight. It's not extremely long, but it is pulled into a very tight braid to keep everything very neat. And he stands behind the counter and looks up and says, "Ah, yes. Did you see me waving?"
Yes, hello.
I'm sorry. I was talking and I didn't see you waving. We would have come in sooner. It's my fault.
It's fine. It's fine. What can I do you for?
We need a place to stay. We're not exactly sure how many nights we're going to be here. But we'll start with one.
One night. Okay. Let me check my ledger here. And he goes across and kind of shuffles some papers around and things and starts looking up like across this big grid of like blocked out places. There's a lot blocked out. He says,
I'll like uneasily look back at everyone and then kind of say to him, do you have a room that has other rooms inside of it for everyone?
a room with other rooms inside it for everyone.
I've heard
might be
that-
called a suite.
Yep.
Most of our rooms come with other rooms inside them.
Is this
Are you
one of
talking about restroom?
all?
Well,
suite?
yes.
Right.
I
yes,
meant
that's the
like
other room.
sleeping
room.
rooms.
Like bedroom.
You could sleep in there.
No, this is obviously not the place for this. So we'd like to 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
Just 2?
Well,
There are-
the boys in one and the girls in another.
There's far more boys here than girls, but yes.
I suppose we're topping and tailing, chaps.
Right, I forgot about that. We'll do 3 rooms.
No, I want them to game that out.
No!
Well, if there's 4 of you and there's 2 beds, then you guys should be fine.
No.
You know, I think I'll sleep in the floor if that happens. I'll be all right.
I don't know. Is everyone paying for their own rooms then?
Well, you're holding all of our money.
How much are the rooms exactly?
Well, have you decided on a number of rooms?
Do we get a bulk discount?
No.
What is the cost for 3 rooms?
3 rooms with how many sleep?
That each sleep 2. Lily, Rose, are you sharing a bed? Is it well?
We have
sharing a
larger
bed?
rooms that can sleep 4 with 2 larger beds.
Yes, those.
So how many of those?
I guess 3.
Or 2. We could do 2 if 4 sleeping in one room.
We
yes?
absolutely could, but I was told that didn't work out.
What is the cost of that exact situation?
Which exact situation?
The
2
one you
rooms
just said, with the 4 people sleeping in the 2 beds, you boys
2.
can suck it right up.
2 rooms.
2 rooms to sleep 4 each.
Yes.
We do have a couple available still. They have been fairly popular with everyone coming in for the boulder bouts.
Yep.
Let me see. We do have. Yes, we do have these here. They would be 25 gold per night each.
Well, let's say that we did take each
Each room?
Yes.
it's 50 gold.
Do you think we could
And they still
all
have
stay
to
in the
share a
same
bed.
room?
Well, I don't know if we have another option. They didn't have beds at the full tankard. I can cover it for the first night, but this is a little.
What are the other rooms that you have available currently?
Like your cheapest ones.
And he looks up and his face kind of just like
Like I
You're
didn't
not
mean
making a
like he
very
just
good
pushed a
impression
lemon
here.
into his mouth. It's just like, I mean, if money is an art is hard to come by, there is the soggy beard inn.
Money is not hard to come by. We will take the rooms that you said. Thank you.
I can offer. Well, there are other rooms. These ones would be 15 gold each. There's only one bed in each.
No. We'll take the rooms that you first said.
Wonderful. So, just for one night.
We don't know how long we'll be here. We're on official business.
Yes.
Okay. But we are at least for one night.
At least for one night.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then, okay, then I will take that up front, if you don't
Yes.
mind.
I'll put 25 down, Adelaide.
I'll put another 25 down.
Okay. So he takes the money, counts it up in front of you, and then hands you 2 keys
Thank you.
and gives you the directions. It's up on the 4th floor. So there are more stairs.
Wonderful.
Before I walk away from the front desk, I'd like to ask this dwarf a question. I'll linger a little bit. And then I'll just stare at him for longer than he's outwardly comfortable with.
Can I assist you?
Maybe.
May I assist you?
You would, yes. I'm looking for the cemetery
Cemetery.
or wherever you keep your dead.
Where we keep our dead. That is an
Usually it's a cemetery.
interesting
but I'm
turn of
not-
phrase.
I'm not sure about your culture, so
Oh,
where I'm from is a cemetery.
yes. Well, we bury people.
Good.
There is a public tomb that's inside the mountain. So further into the city towards the main castle, but off to the eastern side of the city. You'll be able to see it from your rooms.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I'll walk away.
No problem.
Catch up with my sister and everyone else.
Sure.
It's good that we kept the rooms. We have to keep up appearances, you know. We're trying to see the page master. We can't be just
Right.
some rabble.
We can't have a bad name for us before we ever even have a chance to meet this person.
I don't. Never mind. It does matter. Yeah, I was gonna say it. I don't really care what people think, but I think we really have to care what he thinks because we're trying to get him to fix the book.
I think in this
I mean, I hardly think it will come up where we're resting for the night, but
No, but if we get...
Regardless, I think we deserve a little comfort.
Comfort? I'm still trying to figure out who's going to sleep with Mr. Darcy.
I'll sleep with you, Roz. Like, it's like when we before.
But what if Lost sleeps in his loincloth?
That's between.
Oh, he won't be sleeping in his loincloth.
Well, that's between them. That's why. That's between them, or up to them, I should say.
I've got fancy new armor that's very sleek and light, and it's segmented and it's modular. I can take everything off except for my codpiece. Would that help?
Well, you guys figure that out. We're gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
We'll reconvene in the morning and head back over to the Full Tankard, yes?
To speak with the barkeep there.
Yes.
Yeah, he said to meet him back over there tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Are we doing awkward goodbyes within our group now?
No.
Are we doing okay?
Goodbye.
I guess so. You just stood outside the two doors, next to each other.
I mean, if you guys need anything, we're all next door.
Yeah, perhaps we could just knock a hole in the wall to connect the rooms, so then the rooms inside the rooms don't. And just...
We paid 50 gold for the walls to be like they are, so we should probably not do that.
Yeah.
I
am going to quickly open the door to see how much this money, what we bought with this money. Yes. Excited.
Is there a minibar?
So you open the door. So opening the doors, and the rooms are basically mirrored because they're right next to each other. They're pretty sizable. There's a lot of living space. There's a winged chair, as well as a studded couch there as well. The two beds are not right next to each other. There's actually a good bit of distance between them. There's a glass table with chairs around it, and then there's the washroom and things as well off to the side. But it's all fairly nice. There are tapestries up on the walls. There are more of that fine carpet kind of basically showing the way to the different areas of this room, and up towards the beds and things. And there's a door in the middle between the two walls that connects the rooms.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Oh God, I hope they wouldn't notice. Hello? Oh my God! Look, isn't this crazy?
It's a room within a room.
It's like a.
Is this
wall.
what you meant?
No, this is more like a wall with a hole in it between two rooms.
It's called a door.
I mean, isn't that kind of the same thing? Isn't that what all doors are?
Yeah, it's called a door.
Yeah, but this isn't what I meant. At least that's not the way that they described it to me.
Well, you don't know. You've never seen it. You just heard a description and, imaginations.
Well,
Maybe.
Keeps us close in case we need each other.
Sailors always embellish their stories.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever met a sailor before, but lots of people embellish stories.
I've never heard of a hotel with pocket planes or a suet, or whatever you called it.
They called it a suite. I don't know
That's
if
what I
it.
said.
I don't know if that meant because it was like having a sweet candy because it was so nice and like a treat. But that's just what they called it.
I'm gonna usher Jarek over to the balcony, and then I'm gonna ask, where, what can we see from here? Because we are in one of the most elite inns in the city, so I'm guessing we're close to some of the important locations in the city. Can we see the speaker, the court from here?
Yeah. So there is a balcony at the back, like large windows that push open. You can walk out onto the balcony. Balcony is not very big. There's basically just enough for a couple of people to stand out there.
Okay.
And as you look out over the railings, he points over towards where the castle is, which you've seen the castle from far off because it's pretty tall. Like I said, it's this kind of almost like fairy tale castle, but with a little bit more order to it, with like the coned towers and things. You can see. You can, yeah. So you can't see over the outer walls.
Okay.
From here, but you can see sort of further up the tower. It's like maybe in line with just below sort of the walk space, like the guards' walk space along those outer walls. But he does point that out, and then like if you turn the other way, like points out, and you can see like the staircase. It looks beautiful looking out from the high point outwards to the outside of Horbalda. Like you can see the cascading like staircase that they've carved the land into, and you can watch the Great Quench, the river, as it kind of goes through the beautiful like waterfall steps that they've carved and things. You can watch it go out. Like in the distance, you can see the markets are starting to like cool down now as we're sort of winding down into the evening. So they're kind of starting to move away and set themselves up for the night over there, but you can see it. And you can just about see like the grasslands on the other side of the main wall that you walk through.
Do the nobility live in this district?
Yes, anyone that has the money to live up here chooses to.
So the speaker would live here nearby, maybe perhaps, and David perhaps, and other people.
David, yes, David probably lives nearby.
Okay.
But the council members all reside within the council chambers, which are in the main castle.
Oh, even the page master is in the council.
Yes.
Okay.
The page master serves on the council. It's one of the stations. But he's in charge of the great archives.
Good to know. All right, let's take a look at the bed situation here. I'm going to head into the bedroom.
I put my bag on the one closest to the door.
I went in first. I picked the one closest to the restroom.
Boy.
I picked the one closest to the restroom because I drink, so I pee a lot, and it's shorter distance. Yeah.
All the realism.
It's very thoughtful of you. You don't create a lot of noise.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a bathtub in the restroom?
As you open the sort of washroom door, there there's beautiful like polished stone tiles across the floor that leads to a clawfoot bathtub.
Adeline's already filling it up and putting every single soap possible in there, just like bubbles like crazy. This is so worth it, you guys.
Yeah, there's if you look over on like the side, like the soap dish, there's also like different aromatics and things, and different like herbs and oils and things mixes to put in.
You guys, we can get clean, like actually clean. I've missed this.
That is a relief.
You know,
We've been on the road for a while, so it would be great to have a bath.
this is like, if you think about it, like we're saving money and we don't have to go to a bathhouse and spend extra money.
Are you in
What
our
is like-
room? Are you staying with us?
Get out of here.
The door's open.
Taking baths?
The doors are open.
No.
No, we closed the door.
Oh, I didn't know it.
They're in
again.
the little bathroom.
I just imagine all of these girls talking, and they turn around and then Kai's
It's already in there. Hey guys, what you doing?
Kaiko,
if,
use your own bath.
If an emerald dragonborn could turn red, he would be red right now.
I'd like to look out the window and see if I can see where the like the receptionist dude was telling me about.
Yeah, so same thing. Like there's a balcony. You sort of know what you're looking for, and so off to the eastern side of the city, but back against the mountain itself, is a like carved into the mountain, another sort of effigy of Moradin, the dwarven god, who is basically stood with two like smithing hammers crossed over, and below, like between his feet, basically. There's a lot of feet happening tonight. Between his feet, this wasn't planned. Between his feet, there's like these large doors, and yeah, your perception's like your passive perception's pretty massive. So I'll say that you'd
That's
be
a
able.
25.
Okay, yeah. So I would say that you would be able to see. There's like a lot of different like flowers and other sort of left offerings outside.
And that's probably what, for Moradin, or like people are coming and going from this
Not often,
cemetery
but like if
area?
you stay there for a while, you'll probably see
Jackson.
someone walk up and put something down. and-
Bed.
Were they
Stay
going
there.
inside?
No one's going inside. No.
Interesting. How far away would this be from our hotel? Is that what we call this? Inn?
Yeah, we can call it a hotel for now. I started that. Like not a huge distance. I mean, maybe like a 20-minute walk
Okay.
from where you're at.
Okay.
It's like a little bit further than you would go to the main like castle that's in the center. Like you would hit that first and then go around it to get to the tomb.
Got it.
Yep, but that's what you see.
Cool.
All right, I'm hitting the bed.
And it's not dark yet. Still light out.
I mean, by the time you've kind of settled in and things, it's starting to get into the
Starting to get
evening.
dark.
We're getting towards sunset.
Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sunset. Oh no, never mind.
So,
So are we here waiting for David to give us?
No, we're supposed to meet him at the go back to
Full
the
tankard?
full tankard tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep,
the night
so
is young and the night is ours. Or we can just go to bed.
what are you already getting in bed? Lost? What are you tired?
Well, you know what? I am going to take advantage of these baths that we have here. It's been a while. It's been a while since I.
I was refraining. I was really refraining.
Amazing.
I love when you say it, and then there's that moment of silence as everyone sings it in their heads and then carries on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm starting up the bath.
I feel like all the girls have taken a bath too. Not to
Yeah,
speak for my
wonderful.
sister,
We
but
could spend most of the evening just getting clean.
I'm definitely going to take a bath because it's usually what, like, at least 5.
Adeline could go and get us some drinks. We could make a whole deal out of it.
I think that is a good plan, and also to maybe find a little bit more information of what this thing is with Speaker Olin. This
Oh, yes.
this drama, this, and how we can use that to our advantage.
Well, I think we kind of know because he wanted to do things that go against their traditions, and they wouldn't agree to it, and he was trying to force it, and they finally either kicked him out or he left.
So those
But
orbs, we can actually find out what really happened.
because he said he left but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's a shitty guy. I mean, to not put it nicely.
I mean, I am planning to bury that guy in the ground. So the more
He
we
tried to
know,
bury us.
the more we know, the better it will be.
That's a good point. Knowledge is power.
And the ground is a good place to bury people.
Yep.
That really got me. I don't know why.
I was trying to think of anywhere else you could bury someone.
It's a difficult question. Many a philosopher have been stumped by that one.
I mean, if you weren't in the ground, you could cover someone up with something, but it wouldn't really be burying them. I think bury them actually, it has that connotation that you're in the ground. That's what he tried to do. We were in the caves, which is in the ground, and he tried to bury us.
See?
When he,
Smart man. Knew where to bury you.
I
mean,
I
a
think by
terrible man, but
yeah.
I think by this time I'm like clean and look like a million gold pieces.
Should we, I think we should all talk about whether we want to let them know about that giant piece of dragon stone that we have, or should we just let them know and show them the powder?
We could
you've
just
got
tell
giant
them about
dragon
it.
stones.
We just save that as a emergency. If something goes sideways, they don't believe us. Maybe we might need to show that, but no.
I mean, we're not going to give it to them. It's ours. We definitely earned it, or you grabbed it. So I guess it's yours. But I mean, you took it out of a stomach of a deformed what are they called? The thing that if you look at it, it'll turn
Oh,
you
the
to stone.
basilisk?
Basilisk.
I did not know where we were going.
That's where he got it, right? You took it when you were swallowed, and you grabbed it and came out with it. So you earned it.
As we're chatting, I'm getting dressed because I look in my inventory. I have fine clothes, so I'm going out for a night in the town. I look completely different when I step out of my shower. I've got fine clothes on. I've got my hair done it in like braids and stuff, and I was like, yeah,
Is it just
I
me
look like
that
I belong
imagined
here.
Lost in a zoot suit?
No,
I can't get it out of my
Big
head.
shoulders, like
The
Yeah.
finest of quotes.
I'm gonna
but I do
Okay.
have my Crimson Syndicate scarf tied up in a really nice, fashionable way. It's still the same scarf though.
nice. Tied into like a cravat.
Yep, yep.
I'm not there,
I'm
but what
gonna-
about the one I gave you?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The other
empty the
one's
tub, drain it, and then refill it, and then take a bath. Like 10 minutes tops.
I'll scrub your back if you scrub mine.
Oh, you can handle your own back, Mr.
We could
Darcy.
share bath water.
Nope, I'm fine. I'm in and out in 10 minutes. I'll be right out.
I bet both of us could squeeze in there.
My tail would get in the way. It's
Yeah,
fine.
no, just fold it around. It'll be
No,
fine.
I mean it hurts if you kink it too much.
Oh my. I think we've stumbled into the wrong conversation.
Kink can be painful. Yeah.
Some kinks can be painful, but that's not always a bad thing.
I don't know what you mean. And I don't think I want to know. All right,
Enjoy
I'm
the
out.
bath.
All right, I'm drying off. If you want to use my bath water, you can. I left it for you.
That dragon man is a sexual deviant.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Flip it.
New Swole.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I don't know what the key is.
I swear, all the rooms in Hobolda, and I get stuck in the one with drinks and murder and kinks. Seems quite unfair.
Was someone
don't-
murdered?
You were just talking about murder.
Was I?
Murdering.
I didn't do it. Wait,
Did I
what are you
miss something?
talking about?
metaphorically burying somebody, not actually burying somebody.
Oh, that.
Yes.
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 What were you thinking of?
The same thing, obviously.
Hmm.
Anyway. Some form of segue.
Kaya's bathwater is getting cold.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, it's your turn, Mr. Darcy, and I left the water for you. You said you wanted to share it if that's how you feel, so it's still in there.
Well, I was talking about sharing the bath, not tepid water, but thank
Oh,
you for the sentiment.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Lost.
sediment.
You're dressed
Oh, there's all
very.
scales in here.
I'm not shedding. You're just saying that. There's not any scales in there. He's just joking. I didn't really.
Someone
There's
get a
any scale.
pool net.
What's happening in the girls'
I
room?
was about to say, I'm not there, so I'm like
Yeah,
really
what is
trying
happening in the girls' room?
There are people down in the street on these two-wheeled vehicles.
What?
It's a segue.
Oh.
Hey, anyway.
I was like, what? Bicycles?
I was like,
All of them have two wheels, dang it.
oof.
Have we all finished our baths?
Yes.
I imagine we're all in like the hotel robes with like our
Braiding
hair done
hair.
up, just like, yeah.
I have gotten back into my normal clothing.
Going somewhere?
Maybe.
Okay. Did
I
you
don't
want
know.
company?
No.
Okay. Make sure you're safe.
Seems like a safe neighborhood, at the very least.
It's an expensive one, that's for sure.
Do you want to take this? And she'll pull the lantern of revealing out of her pack.
It's dangerous to go alone. You should take this.
What does it do? I mean, I have my goggles.
Well, I mean, it provides light, and also, mostly that was the purpose I intended, but it does also expose anything hidden, which could be useful as well.
I was just going to go to the cemetery.
Oh.
I wanted some dirt.
I
And I was
understand
going
the
to go and
comforts.
talk to my dad.
I understand the comforts of the cemetery. Let me know how nice it is. Maybe I'll stop by before we leave here.
It's inside a mountain.
Ooh. I guess that makes
I
sense.
don't know if there will be dirt.
Well,
Oh.
mountains are really just big dirt, aren't they?
Rock.
Which is really dirt.
That's what rocks are. They're just big dirt.
They are.
Well,
Rocks is just big dirt.
I mean, you're not wrong. I've actually had these thoughts as a child. Like, dirt's just really tiny rocks. But
well.
Yeah.
You come back tonight?
that is the plan.
Okay.
If I don't, then I'd imagine something went terribly wrong.
Good for me to know. Because if you were planning to just sleep at the cemetery, then I wouldn't worry. But if you don't return, at least
Then
in a
worry.
couple hours, I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Where is the cemetery? If we
I'll point to it,
follow. Oh, yes.
Okay.
crack my finger so it's straight.
Got it. I'll like gauge to where, like, if I could fly there, you know, quickly if needed. Like, however
Do
many
you have a
feet.
minute?
Yeah. I think I could get there.
Okay.
Fuck it, I can
I mean, you
get
can
there.
maybe roll something for it, but positivity.
If we just believe.
You know, that's how life goes. If you can believe in yourself, anything's possible.
Well, if it is fate's will for me to get there, then I'll get there.
Yes.
Anyway,
So,
be
mechanics aside. So, Lily, you're gonna head off to the cemetery.
I'll take the lantern and just have it with me since
Okay.
Adeline offered.
Um, Lost, you're heading out for drinks.
Yep, with Darcy.
Yep.
And who else?
And what about Kaya and Raz? What are you doing?
For once, I can't
Speak up, lad.
I was just asking you, Roz, if you want to go out and do anything, I can go with you. We can. If you don't, then I don't care.
Sure. I'm just going to bathe first.
No, never mind. I was gonna say, how I can use my fists and make them into like fire. That's how I heated up my bath water to make it really hot. But do you want me to?
Oh, no, you don't have to exert yourself and punch water for me. I will be fine with whatever temperature it comes out. This is I'll just be a moment. I mean, probably longer than you took, but a little bit moment after.
Yeah, usually you take longer than me, but that's okay. I don't mean any. It's fine. I'll just wait. Whatever you want to do when you get out, it's fine with me.
Okay. Think of some place for us to go.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, as you get to the bath, you realize that the water comes out pretty hot, and what
It's
had
running
probably
water.
happened.
That's amazing.
What had probably happened was Kaya had lit up his fists, punched the water. The water had doused the flames, but he thought that he was adding heat to it.
Probably.
That's just such a strong mental image of
Punching water. Plus ultra.
Okay. Let's start with Lily. So you take your walk and you approach the tomb, which it stops becoming like the stone paving stops, and it becomes just ground. And this would make sense to you to be almost like consecrated grounds. This is like in a sort of respectful way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what the grounds are for. And so there is a small dirt path that leads up to the doors, which are barred shut. But you see outside all of the offerings. There are fruits and vegetables and different flowers and like baked goods and things that are left.
Is there anyone nearby? I know it's dark, but
I'll say, yeah. So there's probably like just a couple of people who are like dropping off like offerings and things. Like it's not super busy. But you see a couple of dwarves over there like putting down some flowers and just like holding like around each other's shoulders and things with their heads bowed for a little bit, and then the one of them takes like a deep breath and exhales, and they start to leave, like heading towards you at the base of the dirt path.
am I able to see any spirit that's lingering near them?
Give me a wisdom check. Yeah.
Wisdom, that is going to be a 19.
19. Yeah, so as the dwarves are kind of heading towards you, you look off to where they left the flowers, and you see that there's a young male dwarf, a child, who is sat in front of the flowers, and he looks up and just kind of waves towards the dwarves that were walking away.
I'm going to try and get their attention.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, excuse me.
Yes, hello.
Sorry to bother you. Is there a way to get inside?
Inside the tomb, generally only on funerals or sometimes with memorial days for past kings, they open it up. But generally the tomb stays sealed. Why is that, darling? Do you need something?
Yeah, I needed to get inside. That's okay. I'm sorry, my cat is like ripping apart some of my furniture right now. I don't know what's happening over there. Yeah, I wanted to get inside to pay my respects, but I didn't know what the protocols were. Are all of your burial sites locked away?
Oh, this is the tomb for the city, yeah.
Okay.
So, we're born off the mountain, and so we're returned back to the mountain as the tradition.
That's nice.
Yes, but feel free to pay respects on the outside. It's that's where we do it.
Yeah. Did you lose your son?
Yes. How did you know?
I think he was happy that you brought flowers. He was waving to you.
And you can see like tears welling up in this lady's face, and the male dwarf kind of puts his hands around her shoulders and squeezes and whispers into her ear, and she just kind of nods, and you see the tears, like as she like blinks, like the tears run down her cheeks.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be.
The dead appreciate when we treat them that they're not dead.
You always
Talking to
loved
them.
running through the sunflower fields. Anyway, is there anything else I can do for you? Doesn't seem that you're from around here, so.
Oh, no, that's it. Thank you.
No, you're not.
No problem. And
Go now.
enjoy your
Get
stay.
in the bed.
Good night.
Kind of nods, and the male dwarf leads her off down the path.
I'd like to go up to where I saw the little kid.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put 2 gold pieces down. Because that's what you do when you go to cemeteries, 2 coins. And I don't think I have anything less than gold. I don't. Oh, I have silver. No, I'll put 2 gold. It's okay.
I was gonna say, if you want, you can change it out. I'm not gonna.
No, I'll put 2 gold.
You gotta put platinum
I've
down.
got 20 gold. I'm rolling in it. And then I just like want to look around the door. My main goal of coming to the cemetery was get some grave dirt. Obviously, that's not happening. I just want to look around the door and just like see anything different about it or
Yeah, give me one. Do a perception check for me. The other one, I want a religion check.
okay.
Or history. I'll take either.
Okay, perception 28. History or religion? Let me look at it. History is only a +2. Religion's probably going to be religion +4. So 12 for religion.
Okay. Like not super high DC because this is something like from your background growing up in the temple and dealing with burial sites and things has been a huge part of your upbringing to this point. So you would know that any of this ground, because it's a tomb, not graves,
Mm-hmm.
they're not technically like buried. But all of this ground is like sacred or hallowed, like it's been treated to be a place of burial.
So
that's why the stone stops.
Got it.
So this ground is all kept for that one purpose.
Got it. So, with that in mind, I want to find a spot within this sacred ground to sit, sort of like, so I'm not just like in the middle of where people are coming to like pay their respects for their loved ones. It's like off to the side a little bit, where I do want to take some of the dirt and put it in a jar, but also cast sending to my father.
Okay. So you want a jar of dirt.
Yes. Probably should be stealthy in this moment. Like, I don't want to make it obvious that I'm jarring up dirt.
Yeah, no. You don't want people to find out that you've got a jar of dirt.
Why do you say it like that? This is normal human girl things. I just want everyone to know.
Yeah. I would say like it's not busy. People aren't really paying attention to what you're doing. They're more concerned with what they're doing.
As most people are.
Yeah, and it's a place of sort of grief, and like people go there for a purpose, and they're not going to judge someone else unless they're like defacing the place. So
sure.
You're pretty free. Like if you kneel down, like it's easy enough to kind of scoop some of the it's kind of like dusty ground and earth, like this close to the mountain. So it's easy enough for you to just scoop some of that, and you've got a jar of dirt.
Sweet. I'd like to cast sending to my father.
Okay. And what do you say?
What?
Dad. Shake my head. Daddy?
Cast it again.
I'm going to shake my head again. Like, none of this sounds right. Father, I had a vision where you were yelling at someone. Speaking of sickness, fate, and tampering. What was that? Oh, I have 5 more. About. I have so much stuff I want to say.
Can you condense it?
What?
I said, can you condense it?
Can I condense it into 4 words? I can do it. Let me just like think about it. My cat is being so loud right now.
Too many.
Come on, rein it in, Diane. Nothing is going into 4 words. It's all like 5 or 6 words. It's like, do I just take out like words and sound like a dum-dum? No. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. Send it.
Okay. So you cast sending. You watch as the sort of faceless spiritual translucent entity kind of takes your message and disappears a couple of feet away from you. A few minutes go by. You feel the familiar prickling on the back of your neck as the hairs start to stand up as you are about to receive a message. And that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. had to do it. Yeah, so we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. Thank you so much for sticking around with us and silly, sexy feet stream.
No.
They were separate, sexy,
That's not how it came up.
stream.
This is a weird one tonight. Good God.
It's only getting worse.
Yes.
So come back.
Obviously. We'll be right back in 10 minutes to conclude this message. Stick around, guys. And welcome back. So last we left off, Lily had gotten a jar of dirt and cast sending to her father, Silas Lithbrook, the Archmage of the Jalan Republic.
Talk about clowns.
Yes. So you cast sending and you felt the prickles on the back of your neck, the hair standing up on end as you are about to receive like an arcane message. The message states, I am not even convinced that you are my daughter. But what concerns me more is that you know of this meeting. My daughter was only a child. And that's it.
I'm sitting there like, the last time we spoke, he was literally telling me to reach out to him. I'm going to cast Sending again.
Okay.
You didn't seem to need more convincing the last time we spoke. I was killed by someone or thing with a golden skull mask. I was a child. I was brought back. How much do I have any more words left? I don't think so. Just let it go.
So a few moments pass again. You feel the message coming back. Time passes, and how would he phrase it? It concerns me that I may be being defrauded by someone with knowledge of my family. I am hesitant unless you can give further proof. I will withhold details of private meetings. And that's it.
Okay. I have one more slot.
Yeah.
We're sending.
You can give an insight check if you'd like to.
I would love to. Thank
Okay.
you for the insight on that. 21.
21. Okay, yeah. So even in like, he is extremely measured in everything that he says. He's very careful about it. And you compare the last time that you spoke with this time, and it seems like the last time you spoke, he let that measured approach to everything slip on and let emotions carry him.
Mm-hmm.
When he mentioned about time passing, he's trying to distance himself again and be very cautious. This is a man in a very, very high station.
Yes, but he's also my father.
Yes, but this is where it's coming from, and the difference.
Yeah.
You get with a 21, with him asking for more proof, you get the feeling that he wants it to be true. He wants to believe you, but his responsibilities and his station and things prevent him from leaving himself to be vulnerable in those ways.
Yeah.
So
So
cast it again.
Yeah. So before I cast it for the
Okay.
third and final time, if
He's
if
the
you could,
Archmage. He's like sending for
I
days.
now listen. Maybe if I didn't die and I stayed with my dad,
I could cast it
I
three
could
more
cast
times.
sending more, but so maybe you can help me like pinpoint because I can't think of something specific that my mother told me when I summoned her. That I could like reference or from like one of my visions. Like I keep having these visions of like being like in the library or but that all seems like something that anyone could kind of use to exploit. You know, oh yeah, his daughter was always in the library with him. Um so if there was something that my mother had said that I just can't remember. And I'm pretty sure I have a flex point.
Do you?
I saw it in the chat earlier.
It did roll over to 0.
Yep. It is there. Yep.
So I would love to use my flex point on this, like to be able to like really put the point across with my sending, whether that's like maybe just a few extra words or like remembering some details on the visions or my mother.
Okay. Yeah. So give me a history check.
Okay. Nat 20. It's a natural. I'm gonna take a picture. I'll take a picture. Okay. I'm so good at getting nat 20s right when I need them. Okay. Whew. Nat 20. Set to 22.
Okay.
Really needed that nat 20.
Yeah. So you delve into trying to piece together all of these broken memories and visions and really focusing in on what you can pull in order to to offer proof or to offer some kind of confirmation that you aren't just trying to exploit him. And what comes to you is a single memory of sitting on your father's knee as he sat cross-legged, and everything is blurry. But in front of you is a tombstone. And you are being gently bounced rhythmically on his knee. And you hear the words, there, Gracykins. And you blink and you feel the warmth of tears run down your face. That's it.
So I'll cast Sending.
Okay.
Like, I remember you consoling me after Mother died at her grave, bouncing me on your knee. You called me Graciekins as I cried. I don't want anything from you. Just some answers.
There is a much longer delay. And it almost gets to the point where you don't know if he's going to respond at all. And just as you're about to get back up from where you sat, you feel the message coming back. And it says, no one knew the names that I had for you and your mother. I want this so much to be true, but I have to be so careful, Gracie. The meeting which you speak of, you weren't meant to be there. It was highly sensitive to nations. And that's it.
Well, I can't cast Sending again today.
But shortly after that, you feel another message coming in. And he just says, I can't tell you more this way. I can meet you at the Institute. Come find me. And that's it. You have the option to reply.
Oh. My sister and I are headed towards the Institute. Not sure when we'll get there, but I'll keep you informed.
There are no more responses.
And I'll slowly walk back to the ye old hotel.
The tall order. Right. Great. Let's see. Jarek and...
Oh yeah,
And-
we cut to a montage of Laceroth and
Yeah,
Jarek.
that's- Yeah, Lost and Darcy on the town. That's exactly what I had in mind.
I know exactly. It's like a montage from The Hangover or something.
Yep, exactly. And then girls at the room. Were you doing anything, talking about anything, going to bed?
We're having a spa night. We're gonna.
Spa night?
Yeah. We're braiding. I'm showing Adeline how I do my braids, and I explain. You know.
I just can't get it right. Wait, is it over or under?
Well, kind of both. So it's over, and then that one goes under, and then over again. Here, I'll just do it for you. You want braids like mine? We can match. Like sisters?
That'll be fun.
Okay.
I'll try.
So I'll, like, braid her hair into braids like mine.
You know, I've never had sisters. Or really close friends to even be like sisters with.
Oh, well,
It's
Having-
nice.
having a sister is great. And we can be your sisters.
Well, that's very kind. I do think of you as kind of family.
Oh. Well, I'm glad. We've kind of been through a lot together already.
Right. It's crazy. It really hasn't been that long.
I know.
Since we met. But just with so much, and I feel like we've gone through so much. And, Rose, I really appreciate all the times that I've fallen. You've always been there to pick me back up, and I don't think I've ever said thank you.
Oh. Well, you're welcome. I don't even think about it as like something someone needs to thank me for. It's like a reaction, Like if a cup falls off a table, you're going to reach out to grab it, You guys are just cups that fall off the table a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
At least on my part, yeah.
Yeah. But that's okay.
You have that spirit though, that natural giving heart. I envy it in a way. It doesn't come naturally for me.
I think things like that are born out of other things. For me,
Oh?
I lost my parents when I was really young. And they gave me everything I could ever want. And left me with two of the best amazing aunts in the entire world. In a beautiful temple to a revered and amazing goddess. And taught me how to use the divine to not only find a purpose, but, help people. So I think sometimes when we have hard situations or we're going through something rough, I think that's just a building block. It's just us building ourselves into something better.
I envy your outlook so much. You view all this beauty and positivity and everything. It's really lovely. It's an admirable quality, and it's not something that everyone. Well, it's not something I can do. To hear you speak, I feel as though I've lost nothing. I grew up quite comfortable, quite safe within the walls of the Institute, and I always hated it. I hated the stability and the safety. I wanted something else. There's always a desire for something more, to be better, to have better opportunities, to get out and learn of everything else. I don't think I appreciated it for all it was. For that safety, for that family.
Yeah. I think sometimes you do have to almost lose or lose something in order to really see the value, unfortunately.
I know that in the face of my family potentially being threatened, at least in danger, the kind of danger I never even considered, I do feel a drive to become just more, to outpace our enemies, to be able to protect the people I care about. And that means you, the rest of the group as well.
Well, I think that is something that you should maybe, dive deeper into. If you want to be better, you want to be stronger, and you want to protect the people who you love, then do it.
Yes.
Adeline, as you hear the words "get stronger," do it.
Oh, yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh, no. Oh, Rose, everything's gonna kick off. That's a 6.
6. The itching starts again. Talking about power, getting stronger. You know there's a way to get stronger, and it's fast. And your eyes quickly dart out towards the bag of holding that lays against Rose's things, like her equipment and things, and it's out, it's on the side. You can get it. You could get it.
Can I
Lily,
do I have
Lily's
insight
gonna
on
be gone
this?
a while, isn't
Do I have insight in the change in her behavior?
Hold on. What were you saying?
Lily's gonna be gone a while, isn't she?
I really don't know. It's not very much. It's not very like her to just kind of go do something without me. So there's a lot of
Nice, you
changes
too, Rose.
happening. Yeah, there's a lot of changes happening with her, and I don't want to restrict her or tell her that she shouldn't explore the changes that are. I don't know what's
Protect
even
her.
happening.
You should look after her, though. Perhaps, I mean, I'm sure she's fine. What could happen in a city this big?
Oh, I could just
alone?
cast sending to her. You want to find out?
Oh, see, that's a good idea, too.
Okay.
The itch gets worse.
I'm just going to,
All right.
I have to, yes, I'm just, just tired being in a comfy bed for the first time. I have to go wash my face, though.
Again, you just took a bath.
I'll do that. Yes.
Make an insight check.
Thank you. An unnatural 20. No, 21. Sorry, math.
You can contest with.
Deception.
You could say persuasion, because you're not technically lying. You're gonna head to the washroom.
Fucking beans.
However,
However, 15. Yeah. I think she's definitely like pulling at her sleeve in a way that is a bit uncharacteristic.
Yeah. Also, it seems like she's making excuses to leave the room.
Hey, Adeline.
Yes, Rose. Yes.
You know, I have a lot of like medical training and healing, and are you covering up an injury on your arm?
My arm. Oh, no, it's just well, you saw my mark where I had it. It's just I'm self-conscious of how it looks. I don't want others to see it. So
With me?
it's fine though. It's
Do you want me to take a look
I'm
at
not
it?
worried.
Maybe I can do something.
No. It's I'm gonna learn to love it. It's going to be, you know, a mark of pride one day. I'm just not there yet. Yeah, you should check on Lily though, and call into her. I'm I'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
Okay. All right. She's going to walk to the bathroom and like try to. She's just eyeing the proximity to the bag, but she's not going to do anything yet. But she's going to go in there until she hears Rose engaged in conversation with Lily.
Hey, Lily. We're braiding here. Talking about boys. What you doing?
By the way, Ashley, I sent you a message.
Where am I when I hear my sister's message?
Hopefully walking back.
Walking back?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could be back to the like by the time all of that stuff is done.
I
You could probably
think
be back.
I would have heard her as I'm walking up to the door, and I'll just stand outside the door for like just a little bit. And then instead of responding, I'll just open the door. Hi.
Hi. I didn't realize you were so close.
You're back.
She's back.
What boys are you talking about?
Boys.
David downstairs, or not downstairs, at the other place that we went to. I did the eye thing with him. It worked.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Do I sense any like weirdness in the room, or does it seem all like pretty normal?
I think half of Adeline's hair is braided.
Yeah. What's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 17.
17. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it would be odd. It would be odd for Rose to be talking about boys and things. This isn't like stuff that she's done before.
Yes, but she is very keen on this new eye trick she's got. So,
and so it's a little like, okay, this is a thing now, I guess. But that's the kind of weirdness that you pick up on.
Cool.
Other than the half braided head.
That doesn't seem weird to me. It's just normal.
She's not done.
What happens after the eye thing?
I don't know. Adeline, what happens after the eye thing? Because I've always just kind of like, got a little awkward and walked away.
That's my go-to move. I don't even think I've correctly pulled off the eye thing. Certainly not with the success that you have.
What is the goal? Am I trying to get someone to kiss me or something? What?
I think that's a question you need to ask yourself.
Do you want him to kiss you?
Oh, I don't know. Not at the frequency that I do the eye thing. To all the people. I don't want all
You've
those
been
kisses.
doing the eye thing a lot.
I have been. It's very powerful. Makes me feel like I can do something very powerful.
Well, I spoke with my father.
What? Come in, sit down, tell me.
This seems like a private conversation. Do you want
No,
me
you're one of
around
us.
for-
No, I'd like you to be a part of it because you're from the Institute.
Yeah.
Of course. Right.
You can come sit right next to me.
Okay.
I'll finish your hair. And I'll just scoot up and right the other side.
As you start sitting down and having your hair played with and being like pushed into this conversation, you feel yourself starting to grind your teeth.
I think she's only like half listening. Like, yeah.
I had to prove to him that I was who I am, or who I was, or becoming again. But I think I did.
You had to. I thought he already believed you.
I think that he started to try and put him a distance because it was maybe too good to be true.
I mean, I
Didn't want
understand.
to get caught in a trap or something.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked him about a conversation I overheard in my vision. Said something about a sickness, which made me think it was about my mother. But then fate and tampering was also a part of it, which obviously fate is a triggering word for us.
Right.
And tampering, it just makes me think of the Raven Queen.
Do you know what kind of sickness that your mother died from?
Do I know what kind of sickness she died from? I don't know if she said or if I... Yeah, I don't think so. I don't. I could call her and ask her.
I mean, I was just wondering because my parents died of a sickness as well. And we're tied to fate. So I didn't know if we had a connection before.
Yeah. Well, my father doesn't want to talk much over magic, just in case someone's scrying, I'm assuming. But he wants to meet at the Institute.
The Institute? He's there? He's back?
I guess so.
So we're gonna go meet your father at the Institute.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought that was always going to be the plan.
Yeah. But now he's like invited you.
Yeah.
Which is a different...
And I guess that's better than just forcing my way in.
I mean, probably.
It also means I have to admit to someone outside of this group that I am the daughter of Silas Lithbrook.
Maybe we don't go in with that as public knowledge, since someone tried to kill you since someone already killed you.
But they've already killed me. How many more times can I be killed?
I don't know, but I've had to bring you back a couple.
But I'm more, I'll just talk to the Raven Queen about it. I'm sure she'll just pop me back.
Well, she's not the one who brought you back the first time.
I know, it was you.
Was you?
But maybe she won't let me die.
I don't know, but that kind of seems dangerous to think about it that way.
It 100% does, and I'm now regretting bringing it up. I don't know if I had more jokes to give her to keep her appeased.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, I didn't realize the first one was actually a joke.
It's not usually your thing.
Maybe there's a book that the page master can give me. A book of jokes.
Maybe.
A book of jokes specifically for deities. I'm sure their humor is different, right?
I mean, you could just avoid talking to the Raven Queen altogether, because, she seems a little dangerous. That's all. And we've basically tried to rescue you from her already, so just maybe.
Just gonna stare at my sister for a moment.
I'm not telling you what to do, because that's not my place. But just might want to think about it.
Yes. I won't talk to the Raven Queen again.
Okay. Insight check.
Yeah, okay.
23.
And then persuasion or deception, you don't have to say which one.
28.
Stupid bard.
She seems she seems earnest in what she said. Maybe that last sort of literal brush with death was enough.
Okay. Cool.
Are we moving the timeline up for getting to the Institute then?
I think we'd be better off getting there as quickly as we can.
Agreed, yes.
Are you okay? You usually don't make sounds with your teeth.
Huh? Oh, nervous habit. It's a big day tomorrow, talking to the council. So much prestige and political people. It's nerve-wracking,
Adeline, you start pulling at the cuticles on your nails.
Gross.
Kaya knocks on the door between the rooms.
Maybe if we don't answer it, they'll go away.
Hello.
If
Hey,
Kaya
hey.
anything, he's persistent.
I'll go to
I
the
walk
door.
out into the hallway and knock on the door to the room from the hallway.
I just said I
Hello?
opened the door. I just said I opened the door.
Oh, okay. No,
There's no one there.
I walk back into the room, knock on the door again. Hello.
Yes, I opened the door.
Oh, hi. So Roz and I are gonna go out, and we wanted to see if y'all wanted to come.
I don't.
What are y'all? What are y'all doing?
Our hair.
I've already been out and I came back already.
That's cool. What did you have fun?
Yeah, I talked to some dead and my father. Also some living.
That's nice.
They
Was
were
your
real
father
nice.
was your father nice?
Eventually.
That's really good. That's really good. I hope you get whatever you want from him. You know, whatever you want out of your relationship with him. I really hope you get it. And if you need help or just support for that, I'm here.
Thank you.
So I guess you don't want to go back out.
I would only go back out if my sister did. I mean, she
Oh.
could try and use the eye thing and see what happens afterwards.
That's a good
But-
point.
We are, I think, settled in for the night, right, Adeline?
Oh,
Better to go to sleep, get ready for the big, day, tomorrow.
Nervous about it.
better nervous. It's a big day. I definitely think I should catch up on sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, I just thought I would ask y'all. I was gonna say y'all have fun, but since it sounds like you're just going to bed, get some good sleep then. All right, bye. And I close the
Bye.
door. I walk out.
It's so awkward. Like, we're the most awkward group
Yep.
of adventurers to ever adventure.
That
It
was
takes
Kaya
so
trying
long
not
for us
to be.
have any like transactions to like getting a room. Is like we need to know every option. No, is there a dry cleaning service? We need like we're so thorough.
What's the room service like? You know, when's checkout? Can I extend it?
Is there a cost to extend it?
Listen, I am so triggered by that whole experience at the front desk we had.
If there is a laundry service though, Adeline for sure puts her clothes down to get like cleaned and pressed.
Oh my gosh. Real talk.
Well, Roz, I guess no one's gonna go with us. Did Lost already leave? Did he already go out? Okay.
I believe he's been gone for quite some time. He went with Mr. Darcy, so that could be it's probably a terrible thing, but we'll deal with that later. Did you decide on where we're going?
Maybe they have someone on staff downstairs at the hotel, someone that can tell you about local things to do. I don't know what they're called, but some hotels I've heard have that. I learned that
It's
from
like
my
table. There's a bunch of pamphlets. You are here.
You've been to Holbolder before, right?
I mean, I've only been once, and it was just to pick up some things because it was going to be a while, before the next trip, for the delivery. So I just had to pick up some things, and I was only here for a short period. It was just I came in one day, and got the stuff I needed, and then left the next day.
All right.
So I didn't.
well,
I mean, and I was by myself, so I wasn't gonna go out doing things. I was just. I think I just camped outside the city.
I mean, we don't have to do anything special or new and exciting. I mean, all of it's rather new and exciting, to be perfectly honest. We can just go out and see what catches our eye.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kaya, are you? Is that the?
Yeah. I saw that you put on your nice silks, and so I thought I would put on a different, bandana.
I haven't
And
seen that one since you arrived at the monastery.
yeah, it's kind of like well, always wore the red one generally before, and then when Rose picked out the green silk one when we were um in Margaden at that really nice store where I got my kilt. So I started wearing that one, and it probably needs to be cleaned and laundered anyway. So I decided to put this one on since I thought we were in a nice place. And you know, you're wearing your nice silks too. So
Oh, yes, sorry. Didn't mean to take that long. I got held up in the bath. That sounds very odd now that I say that. I was writing a message to Corm in the dagger.
oh, how's
Let's
that
not make
going?
it weird.
Oh, is that what you said to him?
No.
Let's not make it weird.
No, should I have? No, he doesn't know I was in a bath when I sent it.
Well, you said I wrote a message to him. Let's not make it weird. I didn't know if you were saying that was your message.
Talking to you as far as the weird. Shall we go?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. We should see if there's any. Well, we'll just see what we see when we get out there.
All right.
Okay.
And Lost and Jarek have this montage where they're like partying and dancing, and like Jarek's wearing Lost Crimson Syndicate bandana, and then Lost has got like some official's hat on, and the official's like like playing around, got his shirt on, and then we're like playing King's Cup with like drinks, but some of like Jarek's minor potions and stuff. It's like wild.
It's like the montage. If you've ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a montage where they get drunk in the tavern. It's like that is what I'm imagining. Those
You guys
no.
You guys like drinking out of Jarek's hat, like tipping it up, and you're both kind of drinking out of it as it pours out, like tons of awesome stuff. Yep. And then the other two show up, and there's more. Like, so
You come back
all
with
right.
a bunch of like selfie paintings that show y'all doing crazy stuff.
You have to hold still for so long. I hope it's worth it. But back at the girls' room, Adeline, you look down at your hands, and you notice that several of your cuticles are actually starting to bleed.
Rose, I seem to have cut myself in a way. Do you have bandages in your pack? Do you mind if I grab them?
I mean, I could do that, or I could just, boop. And
No. Don't waste it. I don't want you to spend the energy. I'd rather, treat this the classic way. I don't know. It'll be a reminder for me to stop picking at it. Just to wrap it up.
well, I mean, Adeline, I'm an ASMR, so like, I have lots of healing. I can heal you with cleric divine magic, or I can just put my hand on you and
I appreciate it.
We're also about to go to bed, so we
so
should
all
be
of that will
feeling
be back in the morning.
full in the morning. I have
Right.
healing too.
Wow, what a resourceful pair you are. That's great. So that's no on the bandages then.
I don't have bandages, no.
I mean, I could pretend I have bandages, but I don't think I do. I mean,
I have a rabbit's foot. I have a jar of dirt. It's sacred.
There it is.
Is that new? That's
It is new.
nice. Very nice. Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna sleep it off because it's just, this damn anxiety. It's, uh,
I'm going to give you 9 healing when I give you a pat on the face. Good night. I'm gonna do like this on your face, like I do with Lily. Be like, good night. And as I touch you, I'll use healing hands, and you get 9 healing. And I hope that you sleep really well.
I'm going to. Thank you, Rose.
Welcome.
Good night to you as well.
Have
Yep.
I?
Okay.
Yeah. Have I made any connection between her staring at my things? Like, and like, has it been that obvious? Like, she just keeps looking at my stuff?
It's very quick glances.
Okay.
It's not like fixated staring at it.
Okay.
Adeline's going to flip out the light since we're all settling into bed. And she's going to get into bed, but she is not going to sleep. Not yet.
As the lights turn out, I'm gonna get my spirit board ready for like my meditative sleep. Instead of getting the gold, copper, whatever skull out, I would like to position myself at the end of my sister's bed with my back towards it, and get out the porcelain mask that was in my bag that I still don't really know what it's all about, and just put it on my spirit board and do my normal nightly
Are you sat on the
things.
floor?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Once Adeline feels like Rose's breath has settled into a slower rhythm and Lily is immersed in her meditation, Adeline is going to very quietly creep out of bed towards Rose's belongings.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Natty 19. So 24 total.
24. Rose, what's your passive perception?
Well, DM, mine is 23, but my sister's is 25.
You're asleep.
It's passive.
Yeah. Like me, like I personally don't think, well, okay, so you, like, Rose has to sleep for 4 hours.
4 hours.
I just have to stay like,
Motionless.
motionless.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you completely aware of your surroundings? Because I know, like, with the Warforged, it actually says, like, you remain aware, and I think
Let
with
me look
elf
at the let me look at the verbiage.
Okay. So Adeline, as you're starting to creep out of bed and towards
I remain conscious.
Rose's pack. You remember that there's not just a vial of dust in there. There's the crystal as well.
My crystal.
And as you start thinking about all of the possibilities, it's like 1,000,001 of your own voices saying different sentences and ideas like fluttering through your head. You creep around the foot of the bed where Lily stays completely motionless with her hands on her spirit board. And you look down and she's not moving whatsoever. In fact, she's not breathing. Lily, you're aware. Adeline, what do you do?
I think that seeing her stationary she's so focused on her goal that she's like making excuses in her, but she's like, oh, if this is working, like this is like, of course she doesn't know. So she's going to the bag. I think she would go for the dust still because it's easier to hide, is her reasoning. But knowing that that's there and thinking this is working, like she knows that later she can go for the stone too.
Okay, so you open the pack, the satchel, slide your hand in, and you envision, and it's crystal clear. You know exactly what it looks like, down to the last speck in there. And you clasp, and you feel the cold glass in your hand. And just as that goes through you, you instinctively take that deep breath of, it's almost relief at this point, just to be in physical contact with it. And you draw it out slowly, and you see that faint glow, the teal glow in the dark room. You have it.
She's going to kind of slip it under the collar of her matching silk pajama set in periwinkle blue that is monogrammed with her initials, because it would be, and kind of hide it under that and start to tiptoe back to her bed, to then she's going to try to tiptoe back to her bed and get back in and kind of hold it to her.
Yeah. So you get back in bed and pull the covers up, but just every so often before you fall asleep, you peel the covers back and just look, and just this vibrant glow just kind of thrums and hits the underside of your face, kind of illuminating like a soft flashlight. And it feels so good. Lily, you know that Adeline crept around you, around the other side of the bed. You have to remain motionless. So on your spirit board, you're just kind of hearing
Mm-hmm.
everything or seeing what's directly in front of you. With your passive perception, you would hear a bag being rustled, and then the gasp, and then hearing and then watching Adeline creep back around to bed.
Okay.
And so Adeline, with your goal, your power in your hands, the potential for everything you want, that's where we're going to end tonight. Oh, oh, ooh.
PvP.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, Lily's gonna be standing over you when you wake up.
I thought she was just gonna right away. Like, I thought she was gonna go right away.
just teal powder, just like glowing.
I can't imagine she's just sitting there holding it like she hasn't just gone for it.
Just a little sniff. Hey, thank you so much for watching, everyone. That was this is all kinds of things happening right now. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna find someone to raid, right? Do we have someone in mind? I see Long Lost Lore is there. There's Gamer Party.
Is that what you want
Or
to do?
Magi, we've done those couple times.
Friday. Oh wait, who's? Oh, there's some big streams on Friday now.
Yeah.
Jesse has a stream on Friday now.
Fables of Gahlia is huge.
Yep.
Is Jesse on? Is Jesse live?
Jesse Jurdak has the wolf thing now. I think it's on Fridays.
Is he on? Because I don't have it. Can someone tell me?
I don't know if it's our time. Maybe they go earlier.
He usually streams a little earlier.
Sorry, I have to.
Yeah, he's not on right now.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes, we will find someone to raid.
You want to do the DAT network?
Cool.
Sure.
Or we could do the Femme Gamer Party. They only have 19. Let's.
Oh yeah, let's do them then. Yeah. So we're gonna raid Femme Gamer Party. Stick around for the raid so you get those extra channel points. You get the bonus ones for sticking around and being part of that. So you can use that in future flex point giving and spending and things. We will be back on Monday, right, for Legends of Shargal, DM'd by our one and only Diane DiCarlo, the pretty DM, where there's a bunch of chaos happening over there as well. Pirate Dragon Island stuff. It's wild. So make sure you're there for that at 6 p.m. PST on Monday. It is 4 minutes to my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thanks, guys.
So happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday!
But yes, so we're gonna raid Femme Gamer Party. Thank you so much for starting your weekend off the right way with the Fables of Gahlia. We'll be back for this next week, but tune in Monday for Legends. Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Good night.